Welcome to RV Living in the USA. Today we're going to give you a tour of our fifth wheel, show you the living quarters, what we'll be staying in. We've had a lot of our friends asking us how we're going to go from a 5-bedroom home to now living in a fifth wheel. As we mentioned in our last video, we're actually not selling our home in Florida, so we don't have to take everything. We're going to take the essentials. So we're going to go ahead and show you the outside first, then we'll do the inside tour. I believe you'll see how spacious it is and you'll see we're going to be okay. As always, remember to like and subscribe and share with all your friends. All right, everybody. I'm going to go through and give you the outside view of our fifth wheel. Tell you a little bit about what we have. This is a 37 FLL Sabre Cobalt by Forest River. It does come with 4 slide outs, and it also has 2 air conditions. One thing a little different on ours is we have a drop down axle, which we'll be showing you what that's for once we go inside. It did come with Goodyear tires rather than the China bombs, which is a very, I guess, gives you a little sense of security, feeling better in my opinion. I've seen a lot of horror stories on the internet. This area right here is our outdoor kitchen. Had a little refrigerator and 2 burners in it. We never used it really, so we customized it to fit our needs. And this is now the storage area for our generator. As we go up front, we have our storage area here, referred to by many as the basement. We store our grill, our rug in here. We got a ladder, all of our docking stuff. And as you can see, we have everything in there, and we still have a ton of room. Now I want to show you this little item here. We got this from Happily Ever Hanks. Nothing fancier. It's just a PVC pipe. But what it allows you to do is as you put it up here, before you unhook, as you can see, this is our living room slide. It comes out this far. So before you go unhooking, you can actually test this and make sure your slides are not going to hit anything, a tree, or if you have a slide out on the other side, you want to make sure you're not going to hit your power box. This fifth wheel is also a 50 amp. I believe anything this big is going to be a 50 amp. Now, we also have 2 propane tanks, 1 on each side. I think that comes pretty much standard on every one of them nowadays as well. As you come around to the front, one thing we purchased extra is a little kingpin lock. This is because we're going to be putting our fifth wheel in storage from time to time. So hopefully this will discourage anybody from wanting to tamper or bother our fifth wheel. As I mentioned, we did go with the B&W companion hitch. We store it right here underneath the front of the camper when we're not using it. Now, once we go on the road, this will pretty much stay in the truck at all times. We have a small storage in the front, pretty much your tire, extension cords, batteries, things go in there. Put tool bags in there. We also have an auto leveling system on this fifth wheel, which I absolutely love. If you don't have one of them, I'd highly recommend don't get a fifth wheel without it. As you come around the other side, this fifth wheel was a little different. We have 2 of our tanks. One is for the gray, one is for the black, and one is in the back. So it's not where you have one hookup. You actually have to have 2 lines with a Y connecting them. So we're going to go inside at this time and go ahead and show you what the inside looks like. All right, so we're going to go inside now, show you a walkthrough of the inside.
Hello, welcome everyone.
All right, so as we first come in, we'll turn to the right here, and you notice we have 3 steps. It goes up. This would be our living room area. Now, we used to always watch a show on TV, RV Going. Great show. Used to drive us crazy because every time they would show a camper, they would show the couch, and the couple always asked, oh, does it make into a bed? Yes, every couch in a fifth wheel makes into a bed. I've never seen one that didn't. But as you notice, this was one slide out. This was the other. And they both have couches. They both make into bed, so you could easily sleep 2 to 4 people up here comfortably. We also have a fireplace that does put out heat. All of comes with a radio, dual zones, so we have it can play outside, inside, or both. Nice TV it has we can set on. As you come here, you'll notice we have two recliners that face directly to the TV. One thing I really liked about this fifth wheel is most fifth wheels have a kitchen and the living room is kind of almost together. As you can see here, the kitchen is down there, the living room is up here. So you could actually have, you know, different groups of individuals having different conversations and not be bleeding into each other. So that was a feature that we really loved about this fifth wheel. But we're going to go down into the kitchen now, and I'm going to have Karen tell you a little more about that area.
Hey guys, here's the kitchen part. This is the bar with two bar stools that we have. Then there's some cabinet space down there. And then you come around to here, and then we have the famous coffee bar. That is, of course, every man's dream, I think. And then up above, we have a bread box. Or you can use it as anything else you would like. Then down this way, here's a big cabinet. We already have stuff already in it. And then there's two cabinets right here. This one, the famous kitchen junk drawer. I think everybody has one of them. Then over here, you have a set of cabinets with lots of space in them. There. And then we can come over to the dining room table with 4 chairs. And then you have 2 big windows that you can sit and see the views if you like. And then on these chairs is really cool because each one has a storage bin where you can see there's more junk. Then we want to come over here. Also, this is the big slide that y'all guys seen outside. We have another cabinet, big right here. And it has 3 separate shelves that you can use any way you want. Then we have the full-size refrigerator with 2 freezer doors. And then up above, we have a highlight and another one. And then over here is a ceiling fan. And then I'll walk you back around this way. We have lots of cabinet space here. And there's 2 up there. And here, you can see lots and tons of space. If you're short like me, you're gonna need a ladder. Then we have the microwave, which is also a convection oven. And hopefully I'll learn how to cook in it one day, maybe. Then you have 3 burners on top. And you have a stove, which is a decent size. I'm not planning on cooking a whole lot of big stuffed meals with just me and him. There's a counter down there, or a drawer down there. Got plenty of counter space. You got a nice good sink. You have 2 drawers down there, big space for storage. And then you have 3 drawers, and we use this one as a silverware drawer. And that's about all we have in the kitchen. Now,
So now I'm going to go ahead and show you all the bathroom. Most all bathrooms have 3 items: a sink, a toilet, and a shower. That's what we have here. We do got porcelain, so we don't have to worry about it. In a lot of campers, they turn yellow when they're plastic. Porcelain, really not turning plastic. Same with the sink. Nice little cabinet for putting your toothpaste or whatever you need to put in there. As you go into the shower, now keep in mind I'm about 5'9", not real tall, but plenty of room to be able to take a shower. You're not cramped or anything. So that was one of the nice features, and due to the fact that it's real close to the bathroom was an added feature. Alright, so we're going to go down the hall now to the bathroom, and we're going to go upstairs. And yes, I did say upstairs. I told you we had a drop axle in this camper, and the reason is this is what it allows you to have. As we go upstairs, this is also the area for the grandkids. So we refer to it as the nut house. The 2 grandboys stay up here. It's very safe, has safety railings so they won't fall off. They like Spider-Man, so we decorated it for them, and we even put a sign for boys only. Now, as you flip around to the other side, this is where the loft where a couple could stay with us. We downgraded our king-size mattress in our bedroom to a queen, and we put the king up here. So if anything, this is kind of tell you how much room there is up here. That's a king-size mattress. So 2 people can sleep very comfortably up here. You have some storage over there. We did put a TV in here. so that way if you're up here, you can, in the evenings, you can watch a little TV before you go to bed. A little more storage here. Now, we're going to go back downstairs, show you the master bedroom. Before we go in there, we will show you, we have a little storage right here. Keep your towels and stuff in there. So one thing I like, this camper does have a lot of storage in it that most campers don't. Alright, so let's go into the master bedroom now. Remember I said we had a drop axle. So when we go in the master bedroom, we have a couple steps to go down into it. Okay. Once we come in, we have the TV right here so we can wind down in the evenings, watch a little TV. When we go over here, we have a big drawer, open door here with a mirror. This is a area designed for washer and dryer. That's not one of the items that we're going to be using. So it also has a clothes rod up here for hanging clothes. So that's what we're going to use it for. Then as you see, like I said, we had a nice mirror here when you're getting ready in the morning. Then we have a closet here that you can hang clothes in. We have a closet here that you can hang clothes in. We have a couple drawers for putting shirts or whatever, socks. Plenty deep here. And ooh, got a little bit of money, so we'll be able to eat lunch today. And then we have a cabinet here that just opens up for storing stuff. Now we have a couple cabinets up here over top that allow you to have some extra storage as well. As you can see, I mentioned upstairs that we downgraded this to a queen size bed rather than the king size. That was to give us a little more walk room on each side. Once we removed it, it did put a gap in between the old nightstands and the bed because it's smaller. So we had nothing to do with the old nightstands. We came up with this idea because this camper comes, the support for the bed does not come all the way to the end, as you can see there. So if you sit right here, it would kind of push down a little bit. So we put the two nightstands right here. We mounted them on the floor, just like they were mounted. We had to cut a little bit off to make them fit there because they were too tall. But this gives you support. It also gives you a little cubby space behind the bed so you can store your shoes under there and they're out of sight. We purchased two new nightstands, which we'll put that on in the comments. We got them off of Amazon as well. Shipped them right to the house. We watched a video. I guess I'm better than the professionals because they said it took an hour and 20 minutes to build these. I built each one of them in less than an hour. They do have 3 drawers. Not real deep, but they'll be great for like a underwear or sock drawer. You have a little cubby space up underneath for storing things. They do have lights in here. The lights will go to different colors. As you can see, you got blue, we have the white color, we have purple, we have red, we have green, and we have, I think that's blue, I don't know what the other color was. So that you're allowed to push at a push of a button on each one of them. We do have USB ports and a plug that plugs right here, so it allows you to have that as well. So that gives you the tour of the bedroom. Shows you everything we have. One other feature I always mention is we have up here an air conditioning vent right over top of the bed. Just love that feature. Laying in bed, not going to get too hot. So let's go on back down into the kitchen and we'll wind up. Now remember when I mentioned the areas are 2 different rooms? As you can see, standing right here in the hallway, your kitchen's right here, living room's way up there. So really separated to give you some privacy. That's just something we really love.
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed the tour of our home away from home. If you have any suggestions or questions, just leave it in the comment box.
And always remember to like and subscribe and share with all your friends. And until the next time, we'll catch you on the flip-flop.